Oh yeah, we was with this crackhead last time. Um, they couldn't even give this man a face. It's just crazy.
Right.
I understand this. A real pleasure to meet you. The first guy is always a guy. I mean, you said it's a guy. And he always has the same stupid, shit-eating grin on his face. And even if he isn't a white guy, he always wants to do all the white guy stuff. Talk to you like you're both wearing kilts at a wedding. Give you that our grandfathers were brothers in a great war type of nod. What a twat. And to boot, all he wants is for you to see him beaming. He just wants you to know that he was impressed. And that this is a rare feat indeed. That you, like him, are a naturally born master of the universe. So tiresome. And the worst part is that sometimes, through sheer force of irrational overconfidence, these guys actually succeed. And then they become the most insufferable people to ever live. The guys who never shut up about how hard they worked while they make internet videos pretending to buy houses for their single moms. Okay, they at least gave him a name. Randy. Now, I don't care about this scrub. I want to see my girl Sarah. Oh well, I think this lady looks like a good candidate for Get Real, the rebirth of entrepreneurship. He said the lady? Alright. Alright. Nice to meet you as well, Kelly. I've just gotten back from Papua New Guinea. I forgot how to say that country. And I spent most of the flight listening to your audiobooks. The moment a woman starts talking about travel, you know you're in a situation where you'll eventually have to tactfully cut them off. We call these ladies the flying crying set. They're always going somewhere, always on some personal journey of enlightenment that amounts to wondering why living out of airports doesn't seem to be making them happy. And they always have a hidden fuck ton of money that came from somebody else. Or they believe it's hidden. I don't know why they think that anyone would buy that someone who spent practically all their life time traveling could be anything but rich. But they'll always tell you that they're an event planner anyways. So you hate it. But these are also the people that you really, really want to put up with. Individual stories may vary, but they are always whales with zero self-esteem. And then they dump money into their own misery. Trust me, they dump big. Nah, you don't have to love yourself, man. If you can't love yourself, who can you love? Alright. A couple of things I already know about this lady based solely on the flirt-expecting look she gave me as she walked up. One, she does not have any social media profile picture that is not at least 10 years old. And at least one of them is one of those real estate agent looking faux glamour shots. Her former hotness and the accompanying photo was the white hot core of her credibility in some sort of sales job. She was abandoned. I didn't really fit in with the whole cosmetic sale thing. I want to cut my own path. It's the road less traveled, but if you do it right, you can go all the way. Hang in there. Do I have to go through all these people?
I think so.
Ew. QR code. Okay, at least he's a little tech savvy. It isn't the immediate move to a business card that tips this guy off to me, though they are less common nowadays. No, it's the business card of holder. That is the true mark of the contemporary insane networking idiot. And the worst part of talking to these guys is that they're actually just mining your own opinions for stuff to talk to other people about. They think they're really slick when they go, "Oh, tell me about that," because they think they've flattered you by wanting your opinion. Plus, they now have the chance to get a bunch of material to regurgitate on somebody else. But these morons don't have any actual thoughts of their own at all. And all they want is some vague promise that they might find a job out of their wide-ranging knowledge. But the secret to getting them to go away is that you can never imply that job might be for you, might be with you. Rather, the thing to say is more like, "You know, I know someone who may be looking for somebody like that. I don't know them very well at all, but I'll certainly pass your card on to them. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much. I love your hustle, by the way."
I like how he's a spokesperson, but he's lying to everyone.
Yeah. Wait, okay. There's 5 books on the table. So, wait. That was the 4th person I talked to? I think this might be the last person I talked to. Your talk reminded me of so much of my life. The ethnic wisdom of people from wherever the fuck they're from. Actually, this is always weird enough to almost be interesting. Go nuts, lady. I need a breather, and I know you don't actually want me to say anything back. Oh, one of those people. Best of luck to you. I'll just close my eyes and look at a bunch of random as fun challenge. No. These people might be the best. These people might be my very favorite. Here we are, staring down the barrel of various business endeavors, in which a certain degree of charisma is an obviously absolute requirement. And you can't even stop sweating past a simple hello. How strange is it that so many people have no idea who they are after 35 or 40 years of crashing through one failure after another? Is it because they never succeed at anything that they have no idea how hopeless their ambitions truly are? Do they have no idea how out of alignment their desires are with their capabilities? Look at this guy. His shirt looks like a bath towel. The corners of his mouth are rife with some kind of unidentifiable crust. That's not healthy. He's probably smoking crack. His jacket and his pants are hanging off of him like he just walked out of a river. Why? Why are you here? Why do you do this to yourself? I'm not usually so anxious. I know I can. Don't worry, Terry. You got this. Once you get things figured out, they'll never see you coming. Alright, now this is the last guy. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Fox. I've read all of your books. That makes one of us. The last person is always the same person. They mill around a bit, trying to look they can't decide whether or not they want to talk to you. They try to look demure, but the reality is that they hope you'll notice how deeply conflicted they are and remember it for later. It also helps in practical terms, because twirling around like an autistic ballerina ensures that they actually will be at the back of the line. And this person always has the same story. Something emotional. Someone died. They almost died. So on and so forth. But this person is easy to deal with, because they don't even actually want anything from you. All they want is to feel like they're more tragic than anybody else. All you have to do is play to them like they're as special as they think they are. Carl, I can't begin to tell you how touched I am to hear that. Thank you. I'm so glad we had the chance to talk after everyone else was gone. That must have been such a difficult time. It really was. I don't think I've ever heard a story as tough as yours. You really put what I do into perspective. You're the kind of person I got into this business to help. Damn. No respect. No respect. It's spelling a bunch of lies. And then, of course, they cry. They cry and cry and cry. Which is perfect, because then I have reason to cry. Namely, how worthless they are. That's crazy.
Wow. Oh my God.
No mercy. As soon as they start, I start to really feel how stupid and messed up and pointless their lives are compared to mine. And it all comes out. They're crying at themselves, and I'm crying at them too. It's a thing called empathy. And then, before you know it, they're gone. Still, as much as I hate all these people and only talk to them because they gave me money to do so, a strange emptiness washes over me the second that all of them are gone. It's like, all of a sudden, I am as alone as I actually am. Sure, I've got a wife that you don't care about. I've got a family, but they need me. All these people, they all need me. What if I needed someone? Who the hell is there for me? Probably your wife? Your kids?
That he doesn't love though.
Yeah, facts. Lucky? Sure, I'm lucky. Lucky to be strong enough to handle all of this. The kind of luck I've got would break most people like a twig. But who cares? Who cares about me? Again, your family. At least I hated every single one of them. It's crazy. Hey, we're back in Sarah's house.
Yo, who was that guy? Is he like a brother or something?
No, Arthur, that's just some other dude. I'm pretty sure they're gonna meet at some point. You absolutely need to talk to her. What is with this music though? I don't like this.
Right?
Somebody about to die. You absolutely need to talk to her. The only guaranteed way is to set your alarm for 2 a.m. Or so her sister be up at freaking 2 o'clock in the morning.
That means her sister, yeah, her sister's definitely up there.
You wake up, shake the webs, and then take a look at the internet to see if she started posting things. As soon as you see those start to flood in, you know it's time. In the dead window. Oh. If she's on, I'll pick Bobo up and take him down with me. That should get my foot in the door without too much argument. Ah, yes, we finally get to see her sister. After the suicide attempt, I started tracking her online. Keyword alerts, things like that. Sometimes I'm even watching what she does online as she sits in the same room as me. Mom and Dad do most of the looking out for her day to day, but this felt like the one thing that I could do. Not to mention that it's the last thing I'd want them to have to wade through. God knows I don't enjoy it, so you do enjoy it. They don't understand online persona. The weird bullshit alchemy of negative personality trait exaggeration. She about to be exercised. Remember, Shannon, we told you she about to be the freaking exorcist in the freaking room? She about to be exercised right now. They would read that she was shaking and crying over some political catastrophe and think that she was actually shaking and crying. Nope. She's sitting there eating a Cobb salad. And if she has any idea I'm watching her, you'd never know. Even when she occasionally locks everyone out, she'll always comes back. You can only have privacy if you're willing to give up the attention of strangers. Something she will never, ever do. Alright, I see you're on there. It's showtime. and that did not make things helpful. Bobo is one of those cats that will jump up and sit next to you anywhere, but if you try to pick him up, forget it. Plus, he has a strange way of knowing you're going to try. Okay, time to take you home. I'm just coming down to pat your head, I promise.
Yeah, no.
My guy went into the wall. At least I heard him. The basic. Oh yeah, he's a black cat, probably. At least I heard him run back downstairs. Let's go this way. You might be able to see in the dark. I don't see nothing. Oh, Bobo. But I literally know this house with my eyes closed.
Oh no, you're correct.
Oh nah.
What is it?
Even if.
You know that game where, like, if you make noise, you can see because the girl's blind? Yeah, this is that right now.
This picture looks even worse like this.
Right?
As happy as we all seem in that picture, that was also the night she snuck out of the house to go drinking in the park with some high school guy she liked. Well, how old do you think she was in that picture?
Probably 18, 19 to me.
Oh, well then. And his friend. Oh, no. I'd like to say she told me about it because of our sisterly bond. But the truth was that she needed the window directly above my head to climb out of. I begged her not to go. I told her that some guy who liked you might try to get you drunk. But that didn't mean he really liked you. And if he was bringing his friends, he might like you even less than that. I got sick of arguing, so I promised, oh well, you were a tattletale, that I wouldn't tell mom or dad. But I did, exactly. Dad drove down to the park entrance to wait for her, and he told me later that he saw the guys go in, but she never showed. I don't know if she ended up listening to me and acting like she didn't, or if Dad lied to me about what had happened, or if she went somewhere even worse entirely. She climbed back through the window a few hours later and fell asleep without saying a word. It's a boring end to the story, I know, but life is no story, and there are lots of things you're probably better off never knowing for sure. They're asleep. I go downstairs. It's the stairs right here. If she really is up and actually awake enough to consider communicating, another sign is that she's eaten, which she won't for days and then suddenly will. In other words, the kitchen would be a wreck. I'll take a look. Does the light have to be red though, fam? Like,
it's supposed to be dark.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be dark, but still, you gotta make the light red. So she didn't eat. Maybe I should take her something. No, stop it. God damn it, this is important. She has to talk to you. Break down the door if you have to. What the hell are you enabling her for? I've seen enough. Time to go downstairs.
Gotta find Bobo.
That is a fact. Where did Bobo go? Sanitation. It sounds crazy, but we have to make sure she brings plates back upstairs. The flies down there weren't bothering anybody but her. But once we saw a mouse, Dad went nuclear. I do this thing where I know that... No, I do this thing where I know what all of the dishes are now. And if I see one out in the wild like this, I mentally subtract it from whenever I look in the cabinets. And I hunt them down if they're missing before Dad can find them. I can mediate between the two of them to a certain extent, but believe me, that situation was too much. I'm not doing this for either of them. I gotta live here too. Well, I'ma save real quick. Wait, okay. Never bothered me when all that stuff happened about priests started to come out. You buy into that? you don't get to be surprised when it turns out that the people running it are just as full of it. I wish this thing wasn't here. Alright.
You gotta give me a whole story before you say it.
Wait. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot you save at a cross. So she was thinking about something. Yeah. Oh no. Where's the freaking stairs at? Like, I can't see nothing.
No, that's the door.
Okay, that's a wall. I think it's down here somewhere. Oh, here we go.
I thought that's the front door.
But then I have to go, like, I can't see nothing. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there's Bobo. It's freezing down here. She left the window open again. Why can't she smoke uncomfortably outside like everyone else does? Can't say I blame you for sitting on top of the warm dryer, Bobo. Hopefully that'll keep you from running. And of course, the draft of the window being open means the door up there slams shut. Which means Mom and Dad will both wake up. Inquiries will be made, and all that sneaking around was for nothing. God damn it. There's more to the story of my sister, oh boy. Of course. More than the sexy stuff about her tragic attempts and heroic road to recovery. The bills and the stress from all of it threw everything into disarray. My mom had MS and had been in remission before I was born. But of course it came back. My dad had insurance that was supposed to cover everything and everything. But of course it didn't. The years went by and the isolation and dysfunction only became more taxing and worse. And as the cost of it rises, the darkest of secrets gains momentum somewhere deep inside of you. That secretly, you don't even think anything is even actually wrong with your sister. Her soul and her heart are merely covered in rust. It's been so long since she has been a person that she no longer knows how. And for somebody who doesn't even seem to want to be alive, she sure seems to have no remorse about ruining the lives of the people who do. But you keep that thorn inside, tumbling around. Don't worry, Bobo. I'll still make sure you get back in okay. This temperature would kill you. Now where am I? There we go. I'm just gonna pat your head. It's just my friendly, slow-moving hand. What the hell is that?
Is that a dryer?
So she was washing clothes?
Looks like it.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
Why they gotta blur out her? She looks beat up.
Yeah, she does.
Are those bruises on her face? What are you doing down here? One of your cats escaped. I think I heard him run back into your room as soon as you opened the door. He's probably hungry. Fine. Good night. Nah, or his Melissa. So Sarah and Melissa Stone. Okay. I have to talk to you. Text me. Nah, boy, I'm trying to see your face. Come over here. Well, you can't come in right now. Then stay out here. Danny is running a raid group. Who's Danny?
Ooh.
Oh, no, she's playing games. He needs total concentration. Okay. If I say this, this would mean she would know I've been stalking her online. And I don't want that. You know, so this wants you to play a better card than that. All I have to get through now is her swearing at me a few times. I don't know. I'll just pick the last one. Upstairs then. Damn. No, you're not busy. It's about money. What money? The money. Our money. Fine. What about it? Melissa, we're standing in the laundry room. It's freezing out here. Fine, just give me a minute. She ain't gonna come up. She gonna lock the door. No. You come in. Oh, okay. Just wait 2 minutes.
What you gonna do, fart?
Maybe. As much as I don't want to stand in the freezing cold for 2 minutes, I probably want to see the inside of that room right now even less. It better be bright, some kind of light in that room. I'm trying to see everything.
But we trying to see what Melissa looks like.
It's a whole fact. Besides, the garbage everywhere that Melissa's probably tidying up right now, I never know what I'm going to see when I set foot inside this place. My sister goes from one delusional passion to the next. You can see the boxes they came in stacked chaotically outside her door. I guess the funny thing is that she's a stereotype, right? A loser who lives in their parents' basement. But for her, millennialism is closer to camouflage than caution. Even though in the best of all possible worlds, the wildest of socialist utopias, I assure you, she would be right here, and probably forever. Oh, nah.
Hey, who's that?
So that's Danny, I guess.
Wait, so her and Danny live there?
I don't think he's supposed to live there. It's probably secret from freaking their parents.
I mean, Melissa was popping just now, but I was expecting her to be like bald.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be bald. She'd probably have a tick. So I don't know. At the very least, I'll have to find a way to put her in a better mood first. I will let...